Disclaimer. This video is created for entertainment and
Peace and high vibration, family. Welcome to the High Zone. Today on the menu, we got some mind-bending TikToks that'll change your reality. Before we get started, if you're not tapped in yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also hit that like button, which will boost up our algorithm on the channel. For more people that's like-minded like you, see the videos and watch them also. Before I get into the videos, I'd like to appreciate everybody that's been tapping in with me, subscribing and liking. I truly appreciate all you guys. If you have friends and family that's interested in these videos, please like and share the videos with them also. With that being said, family, let's get into this heat.
It is very hard to listen to that call to that 911 tape without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road. It's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am. I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
Listen, chat, we just watched the video on somebody explaining this a couple videos back. Now, they finally put out the audio when the guy called in the operator. I mean, these operators are the worst. The man said it's not human. That's all you need to know. The man said it's not human. What it look like, this, down there. It's not human, that's it. Let's keep it moving, chat. Comment down below what y'all thought about that. I knew that story wasn't cap.
HigherZone, like follow HigherZone, HigherZone, yeah. I came up from the dirt, yeah, the mowers on my soul. Used to cry up in the silence, now they calling me the GOAT. They ain't see me in the shadows, they were smiling at my lows. But this pain built a diamond, now I shine and they know. I was broke with no guidance, had to mold myself from pain. In a world full of clones, I stay solo in the rain. They ain't wanna see me rise, now they claiming that we gang. Where was you when I was hungry, pouring water on the flame? They know I'm chosen, battle scar frozen. Lost my heart young, now I move like I'm emotionless. Grandma said I'm different, seen it in her rosaries. Devil on my back, but I'm walking walking with the prophecy. I'm the chosen one, yeah, I came from the mold. They laughed at my scars, now my chain full of gold. They ain't helped me climb, but they praying I fold. I was cold in the dark, now I'm breaking the code. Tell them don't cry for me. This path was made for me. I was born in the pain, but the pain ain't breaking me. I seen envy in their eyes before I even had a play. I was 14 with a dream, now I'm talking to the gates. Fads in the hood and the pastor throwing shade. Only thing that healed me was this mic and my faith. They told me I was cursed, but the gift too loud. Now the voice of the streets, and I never dumb it down. Tryna mold me like them, but I'm built for the crown. They ain't wanna see me float, now they all tryna drown. I'm the chosen one, yeah, I came from the mold.
Zone family, your man put some bricks on top of that thing. I don't think no damn bricks is gonna be able to hold that thing down if it was to get any bigger than that. Bro is definitely playing with fire. Fire.
This guy right here is John Lennon, and he was talking about this way back then before he passed away. So let's get into it, and then while the video is playing, I'm just gonna show you a few clips so you can understand what he's actually really saying to you.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing. I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane. You know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it. I mean, don't you agree?
From what they're injecting into the stratosphere, whatever's coming out of it is falling down on us. It gets into our eyes, it gets into our nostrils, it gets into our mouths, and it gets into our ears, and it falls upon our skin, and it creates, it encapsulates. Okay, this is not anything that I'm making up. All right, this is for non-educational purposes only. Okay, this is tonight. This is right now, tonight. All right, this is September the 19th, Friday at 10:30 p.m. This is the air quality right now that we're having right now. It is probably not a good thing to be outside for long periods of time. And when you do get back in the house or wherever you are, it is very, very, very imperative. It is imperative that you go and wash your face immediately and blow your nose. Whether you feel like you need to blow your nose or not, just do it. Okay? Get into drinking ginger shots throughout the week. Clear out your bacteria out your system. It doesn't have to be every day of the week, or it could be, but you want to definitely give it a rest. All right. So this is what's happening now, and it will be going up more overnight. Okay. Then NO2 is going to be up. The PM2.5, which is your bacteria, and this is your heavy metals, are going to be up. I'm quite sure there might be a little bit more on the ozone, but hey, we may know later. All right. That's pretty much all I have for the evening. Y'all be safe in Chicago. And again, don't fear this. Just be aware of this. Peace.
Every little bit of information you can get about your awareness and your health is important. So take that with a grain of salt.
Lately, people from various locations have been recording and claiming to witness strange military movement throughout the U.S. Specifically in places like New York, Kentucky, and Houston, people are seeing military-grade helicopters fly right over their homes and cities. In some cases, people are claiming that they've never seen these helicopters fly over their cities like this before. Now, people are a bit divided on this. While many say that this is completely normal and this is just basic training or drills taking place, others theorize that they could be preparing for something in the future, or this could possibly even be undisclosed missions happening. But there is one more group of people that I've seen that theorize that there is something even bigger happening than what we could have imagined is going on. In one of the videos, specifically where the helicopters are flying over Houston, you can see what appears to be a shadow follow the helicopters, which have led many to believe that there may be something spiritual going on with all of this. I want you to check it out and let me know what you think about this in the comments.
Man, I don't know what's going on. all night, bro.
Zone family, listen, we are being lied to on what's actually happening right now. All these military stations they putting around the United States right now, it's definitely not for the YNs. Let's not get it twisted. They do not care about the YNs like that. This is much bigger than what it is. We have to pay attention and stay aware.
Roseanne is trying to tell us something.
You should immediately snap out of any kind of mind control program you're belaboring yourself underneath and listen to me. We've got to get really smart, and we've got to wake up.
Really? Tell us more.
But more than any of that, we have to be able to repent and change, because the way we're living, well, it's not doing us so good.
Nope.
I mean collectively.
I mean, Roseanne was in the industry, and she's been saying things lately, so she would know what she's talking about. And if you know, you know. And to be honest with you, I don't know nothing. But Roseanne seems to know. And Roseanne looks a little like somebody else right here, but we're not even going to get into that. But besides that, Roseanne knows something that we don't know. And if she's getting up on here to tell us something, it's only right that we listen, take notes, and decide what we want to do. But don't forget, she told you. I told you. And to be honest, I didn't tell you nothing, because this video is for entertainment purposes only. I was just showing pictures and Roseanne saying something without saying nothing. But did you see how she paused like she was about to say something and she caught herself? Pay attention. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Personally, I think Roseanne is doing a good job. Even though she can't really say much, but she's giving us something.
Look at this amazing video, but I have some questions. A lot of people, when they see these, say, oh, it's just a rocket launch. But is it a rocket launch? And if it is a rocket launch, where's it going? Does SpaceX need so many rockets going up for some reason? Does the Starlink satellite constantly have to be maintained? Is all this stuff going to the space station? I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but rocket launch is a convenient excuse to just push any questions aside as to what this is. The people who were watching this didn't think it was some rocket launch, but I don't know. I'm curious to know what you think, because these things are happening all the time, and we're just letting it go.
That is something different. Do not listen to these people. It's just always a rocket launch. Miss me with that. Comment down below what y'all thought about that video.
What are those? What are those? Trying to focus in on them. What are those? What are those two things? What? What am I looking at? What? What are these? Oh my God. Oh my God. What? I've been out here. I've been scanning the sky. I have footage of it. There has not been anything right there. Whoa. Did everyone just see all those crazy blue flashes? Look at the flashing around it. Did you see the flashing that was happening in the front of it? Look, right above my finger. There's some sort of weird flashing. Oh my goodness. What? What? No way. No way. Whoa, that one's getting really bright. Whoa. 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 Look at the flashing. What are these things? Whoa, you see the flashing? You see the flashing they're doing? There. Oh my God, they just changed direction. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is amazing. What am I witnessing? Holy. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm seeing stuff everywhere. Oh my God, what's that to the right of me?
What they gonna say now? That's a rocket flying up there? Mm-hmm. Okay. But yo, listen, that might be telling us something. Maybe we have to go to the pyramids and go underground to survive what's coming. But I know there's a lot of things in the sky we cannot explain. Comment down below. Little meteor. That's all it is.
I went out to the Goddard Space Flight Center here outside D.C. to meet with Mark Carlotto and some other scientists there, and they said, "Yep, it's been pixelated out for the public, but there are structures there, and they're very ancient. But we're talking millions of years old, millions." And I was out in California after I had disclosed this to some people, and a man came up to me from JPL, Jet Propulsion Labs, and I didn't know him. He knew who I was and said, "Dr. Greer, here's the issue. You're right, those exist, but we can't disclose that." I said, "Why? It's not an operational ET device. It's not, it's old." He says, "Yes, but you don't understand how powerful that this information is." I said, "Why?" He says, "If this was disclosed, it would collapse the fundamentalist orthodox belief systems of every religion on earth." I said, "What? This science and this evidence is being kept secret for religious reasons?" He says, "Yes. Because the creation myths."
The evidence they have can disrupt religion, okay? That right there should be telling you we're being lied to about a lot. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about that.
These UFO sightings are getting absolutely absurd, mate. Okay, so this is another one that happened on the 14th of this month in Saudi Arabia. Okay, same sort of structure that was seen in Iraq, the one that was spotted by the US as well, of a weird black type mass that seemed to just float through. I don't even know, mate. Okay. The sharp increase in sightings of this nature is actually mildly concerning, especially coming out of the Middle East. Much like the other one that was seen in Iraq yesterday, okay, so we had this strange object that was spotted that was not affected by the wind. We have Saladin in Iraq, then we've got other ones that come from way earlier before, which is from 2003, I think. So there's a major increase in this strange, anomalous activity that we just can't quite understand. I mean, this footage was from the beginning of the year, which sent everyone into kind of emotional turmoil. What is going on? These aren't just coincidence, man. Like, look at this thing again. We're going to wait for this thing to kind of slow down a little bit. It's the same apparition from, like, the Saladin Iraq situation. Are these jellyfish? Are these witches that they've kind of, referred to in the past? Or is there something more, Gilgamesh waking up again, bro? Sending his probes? Look at it. It's glinting. It's flashing. It looks paranormal. I don't know.
Crazy said Gilgamesh is waking up again. What if they looking for Gilgamesh? That's crazy. Wow, that didn't go over my head at all. I picked up on that. What if they are looking for Gilgamesh? Remember, when we invaded Iraq, we also got Gilgamesh. What if these things are looking for Gilgamesh, the Nephilim? Comment down below.
These is what the real sirens are looking like, bro. They're the ones that's in the deep ocean. Now watch this. Look at how creepy it looks, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This exactly.
It looks exactly the same.
Just like that, bro.
We gotta talk about it, bro. These are the aliens, man. These are the real aliens from the ocean. And there's really portals down there, bro. And there's other things that come through from other dimensions, man. And there's different type of creatures that are down there. But we all know why sirens are in the ocean. And the fallen angels have something to do with that. I need y'all to pay attention, man. Don't let these newscasters tell y'all that there's aliens coming from spaceships and all this weirdness, man. The aliens are coming from the ocean, man. And the fallen angels. Pay attention. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only, y'all. Salute.
Sirens are women who had sex with the Nephilims and got punished, was embedded in water. Comment down below.
Did you know the concept of plasma UFOs or light beings has been spoke about for thousands of years, right? Check this out. So in ancient Egypt, this was referred to as the Ak, right? And this was the concept of the soul, the being, moving on and being presented as a light body, right? And here it says, it was a concept of the dead that varied over the long history of ancient Egyptian belief, related to the afterlife. Ak represented the deceased who was transfigured and often identified with light. And in ancient Greece, this was referred to as Okema, right? And this refers to the carrier of the vehicle of the soul. Okema, serving as the intermediary between the body and the soul in Neoplatonism and the philosophical traditions it influenced, right? Very interesting. So these orbs have been spoken about not being a physical craft or object per se, but other than a actual soul, the human essence or a spiritual essence or something else from beyond that has graduated beyond, and it's now manifesting as this light being that we've seen across the world, alright? A transmigrational aspect of the human evolution to the next step, okay? These ascended souls, whether these things... This is probably why they display such incredible characteristics and things beyond anything we can comprehend. And it kind of refers to why the Egyptians looked up to the stars as the heavens where the soul would return. And maybe these things were hanging out from above and they were communicating with them, you know? And there's practices on a historical level with how they would preserve the soul and allow it to release into the ether. So, I don't know, man. What do you...
Some say that is the Merkaba. The Merkaba is the human vessel. Even when you have an outer body experience, you can activate your Merkaba and travel anywhere you want, okay? This is some of the knowledge they don't want to teach. These kind of topics, you have to go down a rabbit hole to find out what's going on. The will and the will is a Merkaba. That's the spirit. Do your own research. Comment down below.
Those 3D glasses that are red on one side and blue on the other, and you get them in movie theaters, he cut them up so that the lenses were separate, and he stapled them together, and he taped it on top of his lens for his iPhone. And what that did, I'm not sure he understood how that was happening, what was going on, but he somehow knew to do that. I don't know how he knew to do that without knowing what he was doing, but he taped them on top of the lens. The red lets in infrared. The red and the blue together blocks out almost all visible light. And so the light that can get through is going to be the infrared stuff. There's not much ultraviolet light in the atmosphere, so it's really mostly infrared. And so what happens is the phone gears up its automatic gain control to try to get any light what at all. But there is no visible light that's coming in because of the red and the blue together. So what he ends up getting is mostly the ultraviolet, mostly the infrared. Mm-hmm. And he started taking videos with his iPhone with this makeshift thing of the Washington, D.C. area, and he started to get a whole bunch of UFOs. Interesting configurations, different shapes and everything. So the Washington, D.C. area was like filled with them. And these were things on demand, any 10-minute period that he would do it.
You used to find these glasses in the store. Your local bodega. I don't know about where y'all live, but you could go right down the block and grab you one of these glasses, right? Now you can't find them nowhere, even during the eclipse. Comment down below.
Yo, bro, watch this, bro. Y'all see it? Yo, bro, now watch it walk out. Yep, we gotta talk about this, bro. Now look, now this is where it was coming out. You see the head real good first, then it came out and started walking and it started shading out into like a ghost. Like, that's crazy, bro. You could say it's AI, I don't know. This looks like an old video, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't. You could edit things back then. I don't know, bro. That just looks spooky to me, right? And this was in a hospital somewhere. Shorty was recording and was probably scared, the screams and all that. And it happened in Mexico, I believe. All right, it's spooky out there, bro. Like, bro, I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. I don't know, bro. Share your thoughts, what y'all think about this video. Leave it in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure y'all follow me here for more, bro.
Zone family, I don't know if y'all missed that, but I'm definitely going to add a circle around it for y'all. They definitely didn't have no damn AIs back in the days. No AI. That's official tissue, okay? That is official tissue. I'm standing on that one. That is official tissue footage. Comment down below.
Back in 1988, I was working in a nightclub, and there was a musical group there. One of my cousins wanted me to photograph the musical group, and she loaned me a camera with some film. On my way back home, I encountered two small beings, two small strange men, which I didn't think were men from outer space. And they took me somewhere where there were other people besides myself, other human people, like from Puerto Rico, I guess. From here, another human being showed up. He claimed to be from a distant planet. He was dressed in black. He had a dark skin. He had a long black hair up to the shoulders, and he spoke to us with the mouth, verbally, and no telepathic speaking. He showed us various projections, which looked very real, the projections, and he informed us about a whole bunch of things that are even still incredible to me. Then they returned me to...
What did this holographic projection show?
The holographs were mainly, the first one that I can remember was like a short trip through space. We saw where he came from, where he's said to be from. We saw his people, we saw the houses that they use. And the second one was about a meteor or rock falling to Earth in the near future, which is going to cause a lot of havoc in the world. This would fall, it's going to fall in very near the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and those other small islands, but it's going to affect the whole world, not just Puerto Rico. The last one is that they projected was showing us how there was only going to be one government on the planet Earth. They'll be living on some sort of artificial island that's going to be floating in the middle of a dark, black, dirty sea. And then this man returned me to my car again and left me somewhere different from where the whole ordeal had started. Apparently, they took me with car and all. After this, at this given time, I heard some jets in the sky, and I still had my cousin's camera, and I took the pictures, 4 of which I'm making public nowadays.
He he talked about the meteorite hitting towards the island, Puerto Rico, around that area. If you know, you know. These islands over there are built off meteorites, especially the island of Haiti. That's why Haiti has so much iridium, you know, that Black Panther material. Mineral is because an asteroid landed and created a whole bunch of mountains over there. 3i Atlas has 3 meteors chasing it. You can't make this up. They only want you to know what they want you to know at the time they want you to know. Comment down below, let me know what y'all thoughts on this Zone family.
Like I went with this one guy and he just like, he looked like a lizard. Like I was so scared. Like he was sitting aside, I turned him, I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, he looks just like a lizard, and I can't even tell. It was really bad.
So you just left? Wow.
Immediately.
Lizard, she said. Good old Hollywood, huh? Good old Hollywood. Britney Spears, you seen a lizard. And you're not lying. You know what you're talking about. You're not crazy. Comment down below, chat.
So put your badass kids in the car, because this is season 1, episode 22 of the Twilight Zone. The episode opens in a neighborhood where I would not be welcomed in the 1950s. And while the children are getting the vanilla ice cream, they look up and they realize that a spacecraft is going over them. And now all the neighbors are seeing that there is something hovering over them, and they are like, what the hell is this? But the wildest part about this is that nobody is running. They just stare. Y'all, follow us when this happens. Anyway, so he's like, I wonder if it was a meteor. And he's like, nah, because we would have heard a big crash. Baby, if you heard a crash, you will soon be ash. Don't stand outside. Why are y'all outside still? And it seems like everyone is just coming outside to see what this was instead of going underground. In the next scene, we see this man realizing that his porch light doesn't work. Nor does this neighbor's tools or her phone. And that's when I leaned in. So naturally, everybody goes outside and they're like, Shaw's power working? And soon the whole damn neighborhood is coming outside like, girl, they didn't turn the power off. Mabel, did you pay the bill? And there is a subtle panic, but not to the point where you're like, it's about to be the purge. So this neighbor goes, let me go through my backyard and see if the street behind us has power. And for some reason, the camera zooms in on this hammer. So now the whole block is outside because they're like, the radios aren't working, the TVs aren't working, and now the phone is not working. And even if it was some type of power surge, the phones and the radios would still work. So at this point, they're like, well, we need to go ahead and let the authorities know that shit ain't working around here. He's like, let me go ahead and get in the car and drive downtown. So the neighbors are back there gassing them up like, period, friend, because we pay our bills around here. Y'all, he get his ass in that car. Baby Lucille is not starting. So the neighbors are like, oh shit, your car not starting? He like, yeah, and I just filled the tank. So he gets out the car, and the neighbor with this hideous ass shirt is like, why don't we just walk downtown? So as they're walking away to head downtown, a child named Tommy in the back says, Mr. Brand, you better not. And the main character is like, why not? And he's like, because they don't want you to. He said, who the fuck is they? Tommy points up. They say, again, who the fuck are they? Tommy is like, y'all so damn dumb. Whoever just passed over us and made all of this happen. Tommy is like, look, I might have used way too much gel in my hair, but I don't think they want us to leave here. So our main character goes up to him and says what all of us would have said to Tommy. Tommy, what the fuck are you talking about? So Tommy is like, they don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off. So the main character is like, why would you say that? And some Karen from the neighborhood is like, that is so damn crazy. These kids be on drugs. And Tommy is like, bitch, I might have snorted some mercury, but in every alien invasion book, this is what happened. So unlike Auntie Karen, the main characters are like, okay, Tommy, that's a good point, but we're going to go downtown and then it'll be fine. We're going to be right back. Then they try to justify it. They're like, it could have just been, a meteor. And they create sunspots. And, sunspots be kind of messing with electronics. And Tommy is sitting there like, okay, girl, I'm going to get my aluminum foil hat. So Tommy is like, sir, I'm really not playing with your ass. Also, you may not even be able to leave. And he like, why? He's like, because that's how it always is in the books. Nobody can leave except the people that they sent beforehand to prepare for the landing. And of course the neighbors are like, Tommy, please. And he's like, look, in every book that I've read, they always send these beings down first to prepare for the landing. But these beings look like the people that are in the neighborhood, which means some of our neighbors may be the monsters. He says in the book, they typically send a man, a woman, and 2 children. But none of them are human. They're actually alien, and they are preparing the area that they are in for the spacecraft to land. And you start to see these neighbors have this thought process of, one of you motherfuckers been lying to us the whole day. And y'all go get you a hot beverage or a shot, Cause it begins. They're like, why didn't that neighbor across the street come outside when he heard the shit fly over us? Now they talking big shit about this man. He always been kind of weird. You know what? I could totally see him and his family being aliens. Mind you, this man minded his business. He probably just got off of a 1960 Zoom call. And it's like, what the hell is the whole neighborhood outside for? So he goes to start his car. So like everybody else's car, it does not start. And he goes, I don't know what's going on. Nothing in my house is working and now the car can't start. But then... And now we have a little bit of panic. Y'all, the way they start running towards this man's house as if they were about to beat his ass was insane. But thank God the main character is like, y'all, we gotta chill. This is one of our neighbors. Let's not act like this. They're like, oh, my bad. We just white people from the 60s, so we thought this is what we were supposed to do. And the second these bullies pull up on his lawn, the damn car turns off. Now, if you are watching this for the first time, you will see him as an odd character because he is a little off. TSA would definitely pull his ass to the side, but I don't think anything was really wrong with him. So the one main character with some sense goes, you know, what's happening now is that everybody thinks that there's possibly a family that is from outer space, and we're just trying to make sure that everybody is who they say they are. Now, would you happen to know somebody that would fit that description? You know, maybe somebody that's an alien around here? The man looks him in the face and is like, I don't know what walls made of lead paint y'all been licking, but no. And right as he's talking, the goddamn car starts back up. I said, these people gonna kill him. That's it. It's over. So he's like, I mean, yes, that is odd that my car keeps turning on and off, but y'all know me. We've been here for 5 years. This is everybody's faces he's talking. Please get served. He like, I know what it looked like, but that's not the case. Auntie Karen talking about, well, if that's not the case, well, then... And then she stops herself. He like, no, bitch. Come on, explain what? What? She like, sometimes late at night, because I don't know any boundaries and I'm nosy as hell, I look out the window and I see him just on his front porch, just looking up at the night sky. Just like he's waiting for something. And the guy is like, yeah, because I have insomnia. That's why I be outside. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about or why your weird ass is watching me from your living room. So when he realizes that none of them are trying to hear him out, he's like, oh, y'all some punk ass scary bitches. And he says something important, which is, and you don't even know what you are doing. You don't know what you are starting by acting this way. T. And he was right, because as he starts to walk towards them, they start to back up and head back to their homes. And as if it couldn't get any more ridiculous, people are sitting outside basically just watching each other, like the damn Spider-Man meme. He done got his midnight root beer from his wife, and he's like, I just don't trust anybody around this bitch no more. So the main character is sick of Charlie's shit. He tells him to stop sitting down there like he's some self-appointed judge and take his ass in the house and go to bed. And Charlie is like, I bet you would like me to go to bed, bitch, but your wife run around here talking too, so how about you tell us what the fuck you got going on in your house? And the neighbors are like, yeah, because your wife been telling us that you got a radio or some shit that you making in your basement, so what's tea? So the main character's looking like, oh, you want to talk about mothers. And the other neighbors are like, oh shit, we ain't see this one coming. And Charlie walk his ass through. He like, come on, Steve, go on, show us the radio. We want to see what the fuck you working on. And the main character about as petty as I am, he like, you know what, I am working on the radio. And every day I talk to little green people to come down here and take you all back to the planet so we can murk y'all. And his wife rushed out there. She like, no, it's okay. We can go ahead and show you what he working on. It really is very impressive. He like, no, we ain't showing them shit. And right as he's cussing them out, telling them all to go to hell and gasoline draws, they start hearing footprints walk behind them. So Tommy is like, oh my God, that has to be the monster. That's how it always is. So somebody goes and gets a weapon. And the neighbors can't see it, but the viewers can. We know that's the neighbor that left with the hammer a couple hours ago, and they shoot him. So now viewers know you just shot your own damn neighbor. They run up and they realize that it's their neighbor that left to go find help a couple hours ago, and all hell breaks loose. They're like, Charlie, why was it so easy for you to do that to him? Why were you looking for blood? And like clockwork, everyone turns around because the lights in Charlie's house comes on. And they're like, oh, well, this makes sense. You're a murderer. You've been weird the whole day. And now your lights are on. So Charlie now becomes the main suspect. Now remember, this is the same man that has been wilding the entire day. Now look at your ass. Shook. And he's still not getting it because he's like, I swear I'm not the alien. And the main character's like, girl, we don't care about you being the alien. You just killed a whole neighbor. And after they beat his ass, he's like, I swear I know who the actual alien is. They're like, okay, well then tell us who the alien is. And he goes, it's Tommy. And everybody's like, oh my God, it must be Tommy because he's the one that's been being weird the whole time and told us about these alien conspiracy theories. Y'all, and all hell breaks loose.
Weaver's house. It isn't Bob Weaver's place. It's Don's house.
Just a hot ass mess. But as the camera pans up, we see the aliens and they're observing all of this. They say no matter where you go, you take their phone, you take their electronics, they destroy each other. We don't have to do anything but watch. And the trainee alien goes, I'm assuming Maple Street is not unique to this type of reaction. He says, not at all. We'll repeat this process in every neighborhood, in every city, in every country. And eventually they'll all destroy themselves and everything will belong to us. And they get in their craft and head to the next city. And Rod Serling comes on and says, there are weapons in this world that are simply thoughts. For the record, prejudices can kill. And suspicions can destroy. And unfortunately, this is not just confined to the Twilight Zone. For chilling context, this episode aired 1 month after the first lunch counter sit-in done by 4 black students at North Carolina A&T. Rod Serling, woof! And yet people watched this episode and didn't even understand what he was saying.
We might have some aliens living among us. Your downstairs neighbor, your across the street neighbor. We'll never know. Some people are extra creepy, move creepy. And you always wonder, like, damn, why this person so creepy? They might be creepy enough not to be human. These things are not far-fetched. We live in a mysterious world. Unexplained world. Think out the box. Evolution is evolution. Let me know what y'all thought about that story.
So check this video out, y'all. This guy is away on vacation, right? And at 3 in the morning, he gets a ping from his Ring doorbell, and he sees this thing out of his Ring doorbell, y'all. Check this out. This is in Dallas, Texas.
I picked this up last night. Not jumping to conclusions, but this is weird. Prob the clearest footage I've seen. Slowed for detail. Lucky the car drove by it and seemed to scare it off. The roof is 8 feet tall for scale.
Check this out. Watch this. Nah, this thing, look at this. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay, I slowed it down for y'all. Look, look. It blinks. What the hell are y'all? Look at that. It blinks. And it looks once again, y'all. Look.
CCTV, Ring camera. That's the new right there. Your Ring camera is catching everything outside your door. This not the first anomaly we have seen on a Ring camera. Again, some people gonna say it's fake. Some people gonna take it for what it is. Zone family, comment down below. Facts or cap?
This woman might have actually found a real demon inside of a hole. Watch this.
¿Escucharon?
I don't know what she's saying, but she's approaching this hole.
¿Escucharon eso?
And what she hears from this hole is freaking insane.
Se oye allá abajo.
There's something in that hole.
Hola?
Whatever that is has glowing eyes. She sounds sincerely terrified, honestly. She is running for her life. Stay weird.
Haul ass, mamita. Haul ass, mamita. You did just right, okay? You ain't brave and you ain't scared, okay? You did your thing. You went and seen and you hauled ass. I'm just happy it didn't jump on your ass. Comment down below, chat. Let me know what y'all thought about that.
Richest man in China just bought a facility in New Hampshire. Now, what is he doing? He actually bought it for his beverage company for over $60 million, way over the asking price. And it's right next to what? The town's water supply. He's gathering 2 million gallons per day for his beverage company. So now the Chinese have control of New Hampshire's water supply.
Like, how do you allow a whole nother country to buy up freeways because they bought highways
in your hometown,
in
New
your
Jersey,
hometown?
farmland highways? So the Chinese just bought the data. You know those fast lanes? What do they call them in
the speed lanes, yeah.
Speed lanes, right? They just bought a highway, the whole entire data, and they sold it to China. So now they own that data in the highway.
Holy crap.
They say we don't get along with China, right? You see it on the news all the time. But China's buying land over here. Is America for sale? Controlling our water? Buying highways? Pay attention, people. Pay attention. For entertainment purposes only.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Yo, this is Skynet, bro. This is, you know what this is? This is the Terminator. coming to life, bro. This is I, Robot with Will Smith. This is all them movies all in the one, bro. Coming to life. It ain't going to just be about kissing. What's going to come next after the kiss, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Men out here kissing robots now. What's going to come next? What are you going to do next? Right? Because these robots might start going crazy, bro. Even Chucky. Even Child's Play. They had a soul of a killer, of a serial killer that went into a doll, right? That was a classic movie. Then they made a robot out of the doll, and then the robot came to life out of feelings. And then started murdering everything on sight. The kid didn't want to love it and be his best friend, and now he wants to murder. You don't think that this could happen? Y'all need to pay attention, man. They out here making Teslas, right? Self-driving cars. It's getting spooky out here. Y'all want to kiss robots? I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only, man. Can y'all get it together here and stop doing this madness, man? It's getting spooky out here.
It's been spooky out here. Bro kissing a robot with his eyes closed. That's crazy work. Bro closed his eyes to kiss that robot. He was into it. Okay? He didn't keep his eyes open like, let me test it out. Nah, he went in for the full throttle. Closed his eye. Moulin Rouge. Creme de la creme. What's next? Ebos. Let me know what y'all thought about this video, Zone family.
You go to work all day, put in a hard day of work, and get home only to find out that the locks on your door have been changed and you can't get into your apartment. And the only way to get into your apartment is to crawl through a window. But once you get inside, you find out that all your personal belongings have been taken. And that's not the worst part. They've been completely replaced. Take a look at this video.
Share this video as you're watching it. Share. There's people around my brother's house that put mad bunk beds in it.
Bunk beds all in there. Look at that. Look how many bunk beds.
It's beds everywhere. Beds everywhere. This is some a bed in the kitchen. Who's in here?
In the kitchen. Look at this.
Call everybody. This is ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck? Then they had the nerve to make up their beds. Are y'all dumb?
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
And who gonna get that shit?
This all took place in an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. As this gentleman claimed, he got up early in the morning, he went to work, came home, found his locks changed, went through the window, and found all of his personal belongings gone, replaced with all of those bunk beds. Now, mind you, he says his rent was paid. He then turned around and called the rental agency. And after the first phone call, they never picked up his call again. Now, imagine children's bunk beds. You saw it with your own eyes all over the apartment, even in the kitchen. What is that all about? Think about that for a minute. They even emptied his cabinets of all of his food and all of his clothing, and they even removed his TVs that he had on his wall. This story is completely crazy. And you know what? I think my friend here has a gigantic lawsuit on his hands. He should contact the media. They should get involved because something is not right here. Let me know your thoughts as to what you think all of those children's bunk beds are for. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
It's a different world where we come from. Ooh, it's a different world, people. I don't know if y'all used to watch that show, okay? It's a different world we live in right now. Things are spicy, diabolical. How you empty out somebody's apartment, remove everything they own, and put kids' bunk beds everywhere, even in the kitchen? Satan, I rebuke you, okay? These are the type of activities that's going on in the world. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. Do not fall asleep while a machine is working, because you will get crushed.
Somebody please let me know in the comments which Walmart is this. We have a big enough audience where somebody can pinpoint the exact location. I need the coordinates because they are putting alarm security on Café Bustelo. A mí me gusta el café también, pero así no. Así no. These are certain canon events in life that we cannot duplicate. This picture has recession written all over it. I have seen hygiene products and undergarments behind a glass window where you need a key to get in. This is at my local Walmart because the stealing is rampant, but never in my life have I seen a secured alarm system for some coffee. Café Bustelo, your products are liquid gold. Look at what's happening to the society. We are crumbling like the coffee beans that are used in this product. I wish this was a lie. I wish this was a byproduct of AI. But I'm here to be the bearer of bad news. Doom and gloom is prominent. If they're starting to implement a security system for food, what does this mean for our future? Will I have to enter an access code in order to purchase a pork loin? Will a virtual key need to be purchased in order to obtain these products? I'm perplexed. I'm flabbergasted. I'm in denial. Hay un problema muy serio, mi gente. This is not a game anymore.
Zone family, a few episodes back, told y'all it's gonna get worse. These boys are throwing alarms on coffee. I'm telling y'all. Buy fruits with seeds you can find and save your seeds. We're gonna get to a time where you're gonna have to rely on what you have, not what you can get. Comment down below.
God, this might be the wildest punishment in America right now, but I love it. This Louisiana man right here, which happens to be a pedophile, has just agreed to surgically be castrated, and he's still gonna have to go to prison. I'm loving it. Don't y'all? We need more people to get castrated if they want to be pedophiles. Am I wrong? Other states need to learn from Louisiana because they say Louisiana is one of the only states that do this. Not only is this man doing prison time, once he get out, he will not be able to do the same shit he did to get in there. Being a pedophile. They was like, you want to be a nasty person, right? We gonna cut off the source. How you gonna do it now? The craziest thing to me is you got some people online saying they're going too far. And I'm like, how are they going too far? Are you one of the people just like him? How can you say they're going too far to do that to this man that touched kids? And then you got other people, folks like me, saying, nah, everyone that does this need to be castrated. So what side are y'all on? Are you agreeing with me or the other people? If you agreeing with me, drop a 1. If you agreeing with the other people, drop a 2. And I'm going to look at you like, do y'all think other states should adopt this same thinking, this same way of cutting off the source? Because I do. I don't have no problem with it. If you like this video, if you feel like it was informative, make sure you like that motherfucking video. And share this because it's probably pedophiles watching this. And y'all need to know y'all going to get...
Cutting off the source was crazy work. Crazy work, my boy, yeah. I mean, listen, if that's what you want to do, they cutting off the source. That'll teach you a lesson. If that don't teach you a lesson, man, listen, he's a damn demon.
They got the robots in here. You know how Japan do. There's no more people. Are you serious? This is crazy. Hello? Didn't I tell y'all to reskill? Now the robots is here. They're already here. There she is, taking your jobs. This is all automated, you guys. All automated. Look at this.
Please check the amount and put money in the deposit slot. If you are paying by credit card, press the credit button. Please take the receipt.
Thank you.
The world is a different place, chat. A different place. Day by day, night by night, month by month. Things are changing. Comment down below what you thought about this hotel robot.
We may now have evidence that David got Celeste pregnant before her life was taken. So a brand new Discord message was just leaked from July of 2024 where David says, I'll join the group chat with wifey and give y'all story time. He then says, me and deleted user got a kid on the way. And that same deleted user posted this image, which is allegedly of Celeste's hands with the name David. And this image where she is allegedly with David somewhere that looks like backstage. And the timeline does match up to after she went missing and was with David. And people from this chat said that she was known to delete her account so that people wouldn't find her and they wouldn't find out about her relationship with David. And the Discord staff has officially spoken out saying they were never aware of her true age or that she was a missing person, and they thought that she was around 18 or 19. They said they no longer associate with David or support his actions and are deeply saddened by the situation. And just to put things in perspective, this is how Celeste looked when she met David, and you cannot tell me that she looks of age. Rest in peace to Celeste. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
The fame you're looking for is not worth it. It's not. Your life and your family is way more precious. Listen to your parents, please, before you end up like this young girl.
Hey, to all my sisters and brothers out here in Houston. Hey, I don't know if y'all been on the news, bro, but they done got 5 dead bodies in 5 bayous in 5 days. Somebody's going around snatching girls, men, and they fucking leaving them in the bayou, different bayous, Braves Bayou. It's a bunch of shit, man. Hey, check for your family, man. Everybody look out for their family. Somebody's going around killing people all this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 on Thursday, I think. I'm not sure. But women, y'all watch yourself. Hey, fathers, husbands, y'all watch after y'all little ones and y'all wives, bro. And you brothers out there, man, if you can't handle yourself, man, because he done took out a brother. I guess he got a gun or something, man. Watch out. Houston, we got a serial killer out here. Killed 5 people or 6 people this week alone. Watch out now. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Update.
People, be careful out here. If you ain't got no business being outside late nights, take your ass inside, okay? If you ain't got no business going somewhere you know you don't belong, don't go there. And if a friend invites you somewhere you don't want to go, don't go there. I'm not even going to say comment down below. This was awareness.
So out of nowhere yesterday, a mass overdose event happened in Baltimore, Maryland. Reports are saying that people just started dropping out of nowhere. All I'm going to say is if you got people on Pennsylvania Avenue, check on them.
Say overdoses are nothing new, but Thursday reached an extreme. Chief James Wallace says it started around 9:30 in the morning when his crews were dispatched to Pennsylvania and West North Avenue for the first overdose. That soon escalated, with community members leading medics to more people found unconscious.
Now further reports are saying emergency officials was walking around with Narcans trying to get to everybody, and witnesses on the street saying that they ain't never seen something like this ever happen. That this is a first of a lifetime, a wave.
I'm really surprised. Now, you might hear about 1 or 2, something like that, but now, 15?
And as of now, they're saying that it's 25 people that OD'd. Something ain't going right.
20-something people overdosed. The neighborhood is corrupted. When are we going to wake up?
Hear me when I say this, listen. God wants you to speak to him in spirit so he can give you the code. Glory be unto the Lord. There are wolves on the prowl with demons on their back looking for his elect. You are his elect. They want the apples of his eye so they can bite into you and get the juices to save them everlasting. They want to say certain things to you. And that's why God is telling you to speak to him spiritually so you can get the code word so you know who's a friend and a foe. A demon is not going to come in the image that you think they're going to come. They're going to come in the form of light. They're going to come in the most beautifulest form to tempt you, to talk in a certain way, to approve them, to move that wicked spirit into that ark that you are. I'm telling you the truth. You could take me for a joke, but I'm being serious. The eyes don't lie, neither does the tongue, and neither does the fruit. Glory be unto the Lord. God removed the veil for a reason. So look at everything spiritually so you don't get a spirit took into your head.
We just watched a whole bunch of, you know. We got to incorporate the Father in here. We're going to go through the creepy and the scary, the phenomenon. But we're going to respect the Most High at the HigherZone. Without a doubt. This is what we do at the HigherZone. Let's keep it moving.
I don't know if y'all can see it or not, bro, but God's children are on the rise, man.
It was one point in life where all you see was negative stuff on the internet, just stupid stuff, just negative stuff. But in the mix of it now, oh, you see God everywhere. You see kids changing their life. You see adults who really see it now, like, yo, it's got to be something better. It got to be something better. My timeline and algorithm has been filled with nothing but positive, uplifting, and motivational stuff that I couldn't have gotten 3-4 years ago when everything was just turn up, just turn. It's a division going on, man. He's separating the wheat from the tares. Either you gonna go with the program or you gonna become the solution. So what I'm telling somebody on the other end of this camera is, be a part of the solution. Stop doing everything that you was programmed to do, man. We gonna fling that on up out of here. If you doing God's work, that's what the enemy wants you to think, that you can be stopped just because you praise the Lord. Somebody can discriminate you for talk about Jesus, when in reality, touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. Can't nothing stop you at all. When you doing the right thing in this world, we all are coming together, man. When they say, I found my tribe, oh yeah, you finding your tribe. If you on this if you on this video right now, this video crossed your algorithm, your tribe is right here. You done found it. Once we all start coming together in real time from behind these cameras, oh yeah, it's gonna be nothing but love and positivity and peace, and we gonna spread that. And that's what we've been missing. If you've been sitting around like, dang, I'm missing something, you know, you trying to fill a void, you trying to go downtown, you trying to walk, you trying to find restaurants, you can't even find nothing on TV no more. You look at the Netflix and you don't even click on nothing. You just looking at all the movies like, dang, bro, it's a billion movies up here and I can't find not one to watch. You get depressed like, dang, I'm about to go home and eat and try to find me a Netflix movie. Then you go to Tubi, then you go to Prime, then you go to all the other apps. You trying to fill a void when all you need to do is find God in these last days, man. This message is for somebody.
The Most High is the only way. The Most High is the only way. Get with it or get lost. That's it. Get with it or get lost. The Most High is the only way. And I'm standing on that. Comment down below.
My friend, listen, you keep laughing and let them keep hissing. Okay? They're never going to take accountability for what they're doing. Glory be unto the Lord. They don't understand that they're teaching you the lessons that they don't want you to be taught. Glory be on. It's too much hate in their heart to see that truth. You feel me? If they never would have pushed you to the edge and tried to curse you, you would have never learned how to fly. And God would have never made you a nest out of the blessings. Glory be unto the Lord. Don't try to fight with them, my friend. Don't try to argue with them. Let them do what they do, and you keep getting your due in every season. Amen.
Whoever need to hear this message is for you. I hope it reads you. I hope it picks you up. I hope it give you fuel. I hope it raise your frequency, your aura, your vibration.
Yo! What's good, bro?
¿Qué onda, cerote?
What?
¿Qué onda, cerote?
What?
¿Qué onda, cerote? Yo El Salvador.
Bro, you're not from El Salvador,
¿Tú
bro.
El Salvador?
No, nigga.
Cerote como mierda.
What? What
Cerote
is you
como
saying?
mierda. Sí. ¿Qué coño?
What?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're from El Salvador, you gotta prove it to me.
Prove it hasta ahí, El Salvador.
Yeah.
I don't wanna do this anymore.
What is this?
Él es le pupusa.
You got pupusa, bro?
Pupusa. Mi ebrego te pupusa.
Bro.
Ese es salvadoreño.
Bro. Nah, bro, you gotta go, bro. Bro, leave, bro. No, bro, leave.
Cerote coma mierda, mama huevo, hijo de puta.
Nah, leave.
Coño.
Bro, leave, bro.
Sí, soy exacto.
Leave, bro. Go back to Mexico, bro.
México. Yo es El Salvador, pendejo.
Leave. No, bro. Damn, bro. Bro, what's wrong with you, man?
Bro had the pupusa in his pocket, okay? I didn't even see a boiling egg in his pupusa. I like my pupusa with a boiling egg, okay? Maybe with a little crema on it. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. But anyway, comment down below.
The shift has officially hit the fan, y'all. Hollywood is shutting down. The cost of living in Los Angeles has caught up with the industry. People are losing their jobs left and right. The production companies are closing down, y'all. Even Mel Gibson, he says now he has to outsource his whole production company to other countries in order to continue filming the second Passion of Christ, y'all. We told y'all the shift is here, y'all. Check
Movie
this out.
productions, once reserved for the big Hollywood lots of Los Angeles, are now finding homes elsewhere, both domestically and abroad. So what is driving the exodus out of California? News Nation's Brian Enton looks into that story.
It's the 76th Emmy Award. Watch the Emmy Awards and you'll see the glitz and glamour. But the streets of Hollywood and the unemployed tell a different story. Some living in cars and struggling.
I've lost my job. It's everything. It's family, it's community, it's where I've worked for almost the last 30 years.
Stats show Hollywood is dead. California's COVID lockdowns, fires, high taxes, streamers and YouTube. TV shoots are down more than 50%. So how bad is it out here in LA? I'm about to get onto a major movie studio backlot to check it out. No one on the outside is supposed to see this, but I walked around and it was like a ghost town. I didn't see anyone. Workers told me it used to be bustling here with actors and crew, but now these sound stages are empty. I was just walking around one of the studio lots out here, right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, it was like that when I left to come over to Italy to work on film, and it was already like an episode of the Twilight Zone. You know, places were deserted, and for more than one reason. What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there.
I spoke with Academy Award-winning actor and director Mel Gibson, who's in Italy filming the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. He says it's much less expensive to shoot movies halfway around the world, which was the case on another one of his recent movie shoots.
It was cheaper, more cost-effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for 1 day locally in Los Angeles where they all...
Do you guys understand how big this is? Hollywood's little dream factory is running out of gas. Do you know California is the root chakra of the planet? That means this is the root of all the problems that we have been experiencing, because they make you see, and when you see something you believe it, and then you create it in this reality. This is big major news, y'all. This is the end of program delusion, and it is the rise of the real creators who have the real vision, like you and I, y'all. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
You are the reason why this is happening, because you stop believing in their tricks. You stop investing in they damn movies. You staying home, not going to the movie theater, supporting crap. You are the reason this is happening. Congratulations to everybody who did not support Hollywood, who have stopped.
Yo, have y'all ever heard of a waterfall that looks like a bride? In Cajamarca, Peru, they call this joint La Cascada de la Novia. From a distance, it just looks like water on a rock. But when you look close, the outline shows up. A bride in her wedding gown, veil flowing over the cliff. It's like nature froze a moment in stone and water. Now here's the legend. On her wedding day, the bride's father took out the groom. Crazy. He didn't approve of the love. It was a family rivalry. And in one moment, her world shattered. Heartbroken, still in her dress, she ran into the mountain. She cried out to Pachamama. Pachamama. Mother Earth herself to take her pain away. And the mountain answered. Her tears turned to water. Her dress unfolded into a veil of sorrow, forever spilling off the cliff. Love and tragedy live forever in this waterfall. Straight from the face.
I do see the wedding dress and also see her face. But if you look to the left of her, that rock next to her also have a face. I'm the type of person that evaluate the whole scene. I don't play around. Look to the left of her. That rock has a nose, 2 eyes, and a smile. I might be reaching, but I'm very aware. I pay attention to everything.
Hear me when I say this. Listen, God wants you to hold on, my friend, because he's looking forward to rewarding you. You feel me? He's already looking at the version of you that has overcame it all. Man is the one that's praying that you don't hold on because they don't want to see you being rewarded and becoming a version of greatness that they don't have the faith to become themselves. Is you following? Is your volume up, my friend? Then you heard what you needed to hear. You have the spirit telling you the truth. And on the other hand, you have the flesh trying to explain an opinion, my friend. I highly recommend you listen to the thing that's rooting for you and not the thing that wants you to be disqualified. Be to God, man. If it wasn't a scheduled date for you to win, why would God pre-prepare your blessings and wait for you at the finish line?
Wow. Why God will wait for you at the finish line? That was hard, okay? Okay, that was hard. The Most High doesn't do things on purpose. You do things with intention, okay? With that being said, family, I appreciate everybody who watched the videos with me all the way to the end. You are goated. You are a genius and a wonderful minded person, okay? Zone family, if you ain't subscribed yet, before you leave, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Get that algorithm going. Subscribe to the channel. We need you over here at the HigherZone. We trying to grow the family bigger and bigger every day. This is what we doing, spreading awareness, spreading love. We are a community. Drop it down below, I will reply back. With that being said, family, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. We get to be rocking out with each other. Zone family, please keep vibrating high. Keep spreading love. Cancel out the hate. Cancel out the haters. Stand on your 10 toes and believe in the Most High. We got this, all right? I love you guys. Like I always say, and I mean it. I mean what I say what I mean. With that being said, for the final time, people, I love y'all and I'm out of here. Till next time, this is the HigherZone.